wonder how much of that is due to the fact she has a 1-year-old son at home named Timora. So she recently had a child.
Her opponent, in the blue, representing Ukraine, Alina
VOROBEVA with 3 world medals, including a gold in 2015. She recently won a gold medal at the Poland Open, also earned a gold at the Grand Prix of Germany in February. So since the birth of her child, she has picked up where she left off. And now trying to figure out the top seed from Kazakhstan in Zatseva. These can be excruciating minutes and seconds waiting for that opening whistle when you make your appearance onto the mat. All the thoughts running through the head, the game plan, the execution, the focus. That whistle, I'm sure, is a relief. Then you can go back to your reactive nature. These women wrestlers have been warming up at a couple of different arenas. That is the unique aspect of Kazakhstan. In the capital city in Nur-Sultan, they have a number of facilities, just gorgeous facilities surrounding this main Baris arena. Official will jump in. That is a passivity warning to Kazakhstan next time, and she goes up onto the shot clock. We haven't seen a shot clock yet tonight.
That's right, we have not. Each and every one of these athletes that have been wrestling tonight have been very aggressive, working on their hand controls, working on creating the space and the momentum they needed to score their points.
Counterattack by Russia, and it goes for 2.
Working in that parterre position right now, trying to get her leg up. Working that bow and arrow, it looks like, trying to tilt her for 2.
She's able to get the 2 on the exposure. You mentioned that bow and arrow. That's when you bring that arm in between the legs. Good execution on top by VOROBEVA, and a 4-0 lead on Zatseva. Russia entered these world championships hoping to bounce back. They had a tough go at it last year. They had a pretty good opening day today. They have some more firepower coming up in their lineup tomorrow as well.
U23 world champion last year.
Whistle and a shot clock should be coming up. That's the second time they've tagged Kazakhstan. Nope, just wanted action. Not putting her on the clock yet. Inside a minute to go, first period. 4-0, Russia with the lead. The 2015 world champion trying to get back on top of the podium.
Russia right now is staying calm, cool, and collected. She's up by 4. She knows that Kazakhstan's going to come, so she's trying to keep her stance and everything really low.
Baris Arena has turned into a chanting war. You could hear the echo of Russia stirred it up, and now the Kazakhstan fans outnumbering the Russian faithful, making some noise as well, trying to spur on their wrestler. Kazakhstan's had a tough semifinal, 0 for 2 tonight, trying to avoid going 0 for 3, and the first period ends in a 4-0 lead from the world champion from a few years back. Let's talk storylines. Thinking big picture, Sally, with this year's women's freestyle, what were some of the top 2 storylines that you were most anxious to see unfold?
You know, I always like when I always like to see Japan when they wrestle, especially going into an Olympic year, to see their style and their tactics. And I know a lot of the other countries are watching the video, picking that apart. That's always so incredible and so captivating. And of course, I love watching the U.S. team. There's so much firepower. Terry Steiner, the national team coach, has been working with them, refining their technique, getting them up and going. But at the end of the day, what I really love to see is United World Wrestling. They've been working with their development teams in Latin America and in Africa, and you can see that because there's more and more representatives of those countries, which is going to add to the breadth and depth of women's wrestling across the globe.
Yeah, coming off a really stellar African championship this year and building interest in those regions of the globe. Continuing the push for women's wrestling and the momentum that it really has gained over the last couple of years. And seeing talented athletes such as two in this particular bout, the reigning, or I should say the world champion from a few years back when VOROBEVA has that tie, right arm control for the Russian. Kazakhstan trying ferociously to rip it free, but Russia not letting go.
VOROBEVA needs to get her head position right there because right now it's on the outside. So if she wanted to drop down, it would have been a little bit more challenging. But you can see with Kazakhstan, she's stepping so heavy. If she were to get back in on that 2-on-1 with the head position, with the way that Kazakhstan is stepping so heavy, there's a foot sweep, there's a million different moves that she can do from there.
Kazakhstan gets put on the shot clock this time. So 30 seconds, shot clock works if neither wrestler scores, and the point goes to the opponent. If one of the wrestlers scores, that shot clock is wiped out, no points are awarded, just based on what the offense curtails. So a 4-0 lead right now for the Russian Federation. Very close to going up 5-0 based on this positioning. There won't be any offense coming out of this. That's just all right if you're VOROBEVA. She knows she has the point. Then she drops in on that double and takes the Kazakhstan wrestler down to her back. And that should be 4. Let's see if it's confirmed. It is. Straight on, last double. Takes Zatseva right to her back. Trip attempt off the whistle by Zatseva. Now switches it to an outside leg, trying to secure that second, and the two go tumbling down, and that's going to end it. Boy, Zatseva got caught.
That was a nice throw.
VOROBEVA was one of those wrestlers coming in. What will we see from her? Well, we're seeing pretty good things.
That was a nice exclamation point she put on the match right there.
Natalia Voroveva.